Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a video that's going to be kind of part of a series. I thought it would be fun and kind of like interesting for you guys to hear me talk about like the pieces that I've had for Sezane for like a while and kind of review them by category. So today's going to be the first one in this kind of new video series, and I'm gonna be going through all of my Sezane knitwear. So all of my sweaters mainly. I do have some like skirts and stuff that are knits, but I think that I'm gonna leave that for like the bottoms video. So yeah, today we're gonna be focusing on all of my Sezane sweaters, cardigans, you know, everything. So yeah, why don't we just get into it right away? So I'm gonna start off with this one. This is one of my oldest Sezane sweaters ever. I think this is probably the second one I ever got, or at least like in the second order that I ever got. This, I believe, is called the Manon Jumper, and I think I got this in 2022, I believe. Yeah, I think I got this in 2022. This one is a merino wool and cotton blend. We're also gonna have like a little bit of a deeper dive into like the different fabrics or like compositions that Sezane usually use for their jumpers. But this one is a merino wool and cotton blend. It's very, very comfy. It's held up really, really well during all this time. And yeah, I really, really love it. Like, I'll give you guys a little bit more of a close-up. So this is kind of what it looks like a little bit more closer up. I kind of love the details around here, around the sleeves as well. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the reason why I kind of got into Sezane in the first place was absolutely because of the sweaters and like the knits in general. Like, I honestly had never really seen anything like Sezane did. Like, not only in like this like way where like there's so much detail to them. Like, it's not just like a plain sweater. Like, it is kind of like a basic looking sweater to a certain extent, but it does have those like additional details that just are so incredible, so to die for. Like, again, I had a crochet style like on the sleeves and with like a little bit of a puff, and then like the whole neckline here being like kind of sweetheart, but also kind of like a square neckline, which is also like so flattering, but having it be like scalloped and having again the little kind of crochet detail kind of knit on like here and again on the sleeves. And like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it does have like a very slight puff sleeve to it, and it also has like a little bit of a gathering over here, so it gives the sleeve a little bit more volume in a way without it being too much, and then it comes over here at the cuff like that. So it is very comfy. And yeah, I just love it. I've worn this so many times since I got it. I literally also wore it literally yesterday for going out. So I definitely love this. This is probably one of my favorites out of all the sweaters that I own from Sezane. But yeah, I would absolutely recommend these sorts of sweaters. I feel like they're so like versatile, and also again, like out of all of their kind of like knits, the merino wool is probably my favorite. This is not 100% merino wool, it's like a merino wool blend, but again, it's like very comfy. It does keep you warm, but since it does have that merino wool and cotton, it is also like breathable, which is great. I mean, these specifically, I mean, I wear them all year round, or well, throughout the entire winter and fall, but mostly like for autumn and like spring, where sometimes it can be a little bit hot or it can be a little bit like cooler, and it can like change in a second. These sort of knits are really great for that. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I'm a huge fan of this. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the next knit that I have. That one's gonna be 100% merino wool, and we're gonna go into it. Okay, so this is the next one that I'm going to show you guys. This one is another one of my favorites, and this is a cardigan. I believe this is called the Butany, if I'm not mistaken, cardigan. And I know that this one came in quite a couple of different colors. Like, I know that they had this version. There's one that's black with like white piping along the collar. There's also one that's blue, I think. This one I got in 2023, I think, like early 2023. But it's probably my most worn sweater out of all of these that I'm going to show you. I'm pretty sure this was the one that I've worn the most, and again, it's one of my favorites. This one is 100% merino wool, and it's probably also like one of my comfiest ones. This is why I use it so much. It keeps you warm, but it also is like breathable enough to like be able to wear it like year round. Again, I use this during like fall, I use this during winter, like everything. And like what I love about this one as well is that since it's a cardigan, I mostly wear it like this, like you're seeing now, like just like closed, or with like just like the top button like open and the bottom one open and the rest closed. But I could absolutely wear this like as an actual cardigan and just like have like a white tank top or like cream tank top underneath and just wear this like that, like this. I also feel like this goes so well with so many of my bottoms. Like, it's incredible. I absolutely love it. And the merino wool is so nice. It has absolutely no pilling whatsoever. My previous one has a little bit more bubbling, but it hasn't had major bubbling. Like, I have another one that I'm going to show you guys in a bit that has had more bubbling and pilling happen to the sweater. This one is literally perfect. So I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like. So it's really just like smooth, perfect. The knit is very fine. You can't really see it that much. It looks almost like it's just one big piece of fabric. And then it has the collar. It has like this really beautiful kind of crochet detail to it. And then the buttons as well are all kind of crochet, which are super pretty, super gorgeous. So yeah, I absolutely love this one. I would 100% recommend this style to anyone. I know that I think it's a Betty that's like really popular. I think it's kind of like a similar version of this, but it's just, it has like some pockets here. I know that's one of the classics from Sezane. I don't own any of the Bettys. But if they're anything like the Butany, like this one, they are just going to be incredible. So yeah, these are so comfy. If you were on the fence of like getting this one, maybe in another color, I would absolutely recommend it. I did get once the black and with the white piping one, just because I used this one and I loved it so much. I was like, I might as well get it in other colors. But I ended up returning that one, not because of anything to do with like the fit or like the fabric or how it felt, but mostly because I didn't like the color scheme on me. Like, I feel like it looked a little bit like a nun or something. This one I feel like is a little bit more subtle, and I have a lot of cream, like white sweaters, as you're gonna be seeing. And yeah, I just use mostly these ones. So yeah, it's really great. I would absolutely recommend it. Like, without a doubt, I feel like this would look great on everyone. And also, I forgot to mention this on the last sweater, but I think all of the sweaters I'm going to show you guys, I wear in an extra small. So this one's an extra small. The previous one is an extra small. Sezane does have a pretty big size range, I think. They do from extra small. So this one's actually the second smaller size to, I think, like XXL or something. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of sizing to kind of go on, and I feel like they usually do fit very like true to size. Depends on the style, but in my opinion, they usually do fit very true to size. So yeah, absolutely love this one. Would absolutely recommend to anyone. So this one is the next one that I'm gonna show you guys. This one is actually from one of Sezane's collabs. I believe this is also from 2023, and this is the Gareth jumper from Sezane and New York. This is part of their collab. They did have a couple of other options for sweaters when they did do this collab, but this is the one that I kind of thought was the best or my favorite. So this was the one that I ended up keeping. So yeah, this one is just like the first one that I showed you guys, the Manon. This one's also a merino wool cotton blend. So this is not 100% merino wool, and this one, for some reason, feels so much more than the first one did. So I don't know if it's to do with the fact that this one has like a very big balloon sleeve. Like, as you guys can see, like you can very clearly see that this has like a balloon sleeve, and most of the pilling happens here. So let me get closer to show you guys. I don't know if you're able to see here, like that there is some pilling. It's not, I don't think it's like horrible, like, but there is like some happening. So let me try and like show you guys as best as I can. But yeah, it happens mostly around here, and then here around the sides, like again, under kind of like the big balloon sleeve, you have like quite a couple of bubbles. Like, for example, like here's one, like I'll show you. And then again, like on the side. So, I mean, that does happen with this one. It doesn't happen as much with the Manon as I showed you guys, but it is something to kind of keep in mind. I do think that to a certain extent, this sort of thing happening is kind of normal. And I mean, you can always get like one of those like little shavers from Amazon and kind of like clean it up. I am not too bothered by it. Like, it's not to a point where I think like, okay, this looks like embarrassingly bad, like I need to do something about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm also not that precious about that sort of thing. These ones are also usually like so like soft or like so light that you can like very easily kind of like pull them off, like for example, like that. Like I just pulled off like a little one with your hand. Like obviously it's like a little bit like more time efficient to just use like a regular like pillar thing. But yeah, anyway, this sweater, despite the fact that it pills a little bit more than the other ones, I also love, and it's one of my favorites again, and one of the ones that I use the most. I absolutely adore this one. I feel like it's so unique, and I love it. Like, I remember the first time I saw it, like in the Sezane lookbook, like the New York lookbook, I like literally fell in love like instantly. Like, I love like this sort of V kind of neckline with the collar. It kind of looks a bit more sporty to me, and I absolutely love like this whole crochet thing that kind of goes all the way here, like to the back and everything. And again, the collar is just incredible. Like, I love it. I feel like it looks like so effortlessly cool and like relaxed, and again, it gives me a little bit more of like that sporty kind of vibe. Like, it reminds me of like, I don't know, like a polo sweater, but like make it like a little bit more like unique, which I adore. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's also so comfy. The only thing that is like not ideal about this jumper in particular is that with this balloon sleeve, it's obviously like when you're wearing a coat, it's a little bit tighter when you wear it, because you know there's like a lot of excess fabric. I think it's like quite easy to put them on anyway, because like since this like bit around the like here is like a little bit tighter, you can just like grab onto it while you're putting the coat or like jumper sweater on, not sweater, jacket on or whatever. But it is something to like note as well with the sort of styles from Sezane that have like a little bit more of like an exaggerated balloon sleeve, because I feel like to a certain extent, almost all of the Sezane jumpers have some sort of like really like dainty balloon sleeve. This one is clearly like a lot more like exaggerated. So yeah, something to note. But even with those flaws, I guess, that I pointed out, I still love it. I still wouldn't let it go. And like, just as a testament of how much I love this sweater, when I first got it, I actually ruined the first one that I had because I had just moved into a different apartment and my washing machine was different and I basically shrunk my first one. And I loved it so much that I bought another one. Like I repurchased this. So just like as a testament of like how much I love this, like with everything else. So yeah, anyway, I would absolutely also recommend these sort of styles from Sezane, even though they're like a little bit more out there. I feel like they are like, if it's something that you think you're gonna wear a lot, I would say absolutely go for it because I find that I wear them a lot. Like I find that I get a lot of use out of them. So yeah, absolutely would recommend this one as well. Just beware again of the pilling with this sort of style and the balloon sleeve thing. But other than that, I absolutely adore it. Okay, so this is the next one that I'm gonna be showing you guys. This one is one of those very popular styles from Sezane. This is called the Angie cardigan. I do have another video on my channel. Well, it's actually like a short where I show this and I compare it to the Angelie version, which is basically just like the same but like in a v-neck. This one has the high kind of neck. The other one just has like a v-neck. I do have another Angelie that's not in the Ecru that I will show you guys eventually. So yeah, keep watching to see that. But yeah, so this one is a completely different sort of knit from Sezane. This one is one of their kid mohair and wool blends. So it does have like a small percentage of kid mohair, a small percentage of wool, and then the rest is, I think, like polyamide and like elastane. These sort of sweaters, because I do have quite a lot that are like this, are, I think, a bit warmer than the other ones, or like they feel a bit hotter, I guess, than the other ones. Mostly because, again, like they do have like some sort of like non-natural like materials in, like the polyamide and the elastane, which makes things like hotter because since it's not like a natural organic fabric, it's not as breathable as if this was 100% wool or something like that. So it does feel a little bit more like sweaty, and also you can see kind of the fibers. Like I don't know if you guys can see that, but like you can see the like the fibers on it very well, which is something to keep note of with this sort of sweater style from Sezane, or like this sort of like knit style from Sezane. These sort of like little hairs on these sort of sweaters do sometimes kind of like fall off, and they can get on everything else. Like sometimes they get on like my pants or like my skirts or like my jacket or coat, or like sometimes even when I'm like doing my makeup or something, they will like get on my makeup brushes and stuff like that if I'm wearing it while I'm doing my makeup. So they do kind of go everywhere, which is like a little bit annoying. I do have some that don't do that as much as others, which is like a bit odd because yeah, it just has like that little discrepancy, I think. But yeah, this style has like a very slight balloon sleeve. As I mentioned with the other one, like I feel like a lot of Sezane sweaters have this sort of balloon sleeve. This one is a lot more subtle than the previous one that I showed you. And it does have this little cuff detail here, which is beautiful. And then obviously as well, kind of goes, it has like a bunch of detail here and with the buttons and everything. Let me try and show you guys a little bit closer. And then the neck is high, like you can, if I close it completely, right now I have like just, like if I close it completely, it kind of looks like that. It has like a bit of a higher neck, and then you can also just close it completely down. And yeah, it does have like a lot of really beautiful details along here and then around kind of like, I don't know what this is called, but I guess the edges of the cardigan. You can wear this, like completely closed. I usually don't wear it like that. I just like it like a little bit open. You can like also open another button and just wear it like a little bit more open. Obviously you can wear it fully open. If you have something underneath, you can just wear it like this, like a top. Like there's so much that you can do with this sort of style. This one, even though I like fell in love with it when I got it, I don't wear as much just because I find that it's a little bit harder to style. Like I have like a couple of things that I like absolutely love it with, like outfits. Like for example, the outfit that I'm wearing it with on my short video that I mentioned, that I probably already left like linked here. I love like this with like a little mini skirt, like a burgundy skirt or something with like some Mary Janes. I feel like that's really cute, but like for example, with this that I'm wearing it right now, it's not my favorite. So usually when I'm getting dressed and I'm like, what do I want to wear, stuff like that, I would probably choose something else over this one. I mean, it kind of depends, but that's just kind of what I find. I still feel like I like this and I wouldn't really sell it or anything, at least not now, but it's just something to note. Obviously it also depends on the person, but for me, I feel like I haven't gotten that much use out of this one as opposed to, let's say, the first three that I already kind of showed you guys. So yeah, just something to know. You can actually buy this right now on Sezane. It's one of those styles that they always have, and they have multiple colors of this as well. This is one of the classic colors that they always have, just like black and stuff like that, and they sometimes will come out with like certain colors that are like limited edition or just for like that specific season. I do have another one of these that I got a couple years ago that is in a rosewood color that I think you can't get anymore, but I think they have a similar shade right now on the website. But yeah, I'll show you guys that one later and we'll kind of go into like the whole thing with that one too, because that one also has like its own like reasons why I would or wouldn't wear it as much. But yeah, this one is my Angie cardigan. And yeah, I mean, I like it. I feel like it's very unique. And again, this is the sort of thing that I kind of love about Sezane knitwear. Like you can't really find stuff like this, I feel like, anywhere else, or like for that good of a price and anything. Like, I mean, I at least have not seen anything else like this sort of sweater anywhere. So yeah, that's why I kind of love Sezane sweaters, even though sometimes I don't wear them as much as I would like to, but like this is just gorgeous. Like the details and everything is just to die for. So yeah, let me change and show you another one. This one is the next one that I'm going to show you guys, and this one is also kind of fun because, as you can see, the style is a little bit different. So this one is I think it's called the Aurora or Aurore Jumper from Sezane. And this one is in the white or the ecru. This one's also just like the one that I showed you guys before, kind of like a Knitwear wool blend. Like you do have that like fuzzy hair like visibly on show, but this one is an off the shoulder sweater, which is lovely. I really like this one. I got this one last year, so it's one of my newer sweaters. I got this last winter, and I also got it in black as well. I know that they just came out with a brown version of this one, and I think they also have like a pink or like a fuchsia. But yeah, I love this one. I feel like it's so cool, so unique. And I know that there was like, especially last year, like a trend where these off-the-shoulder sweaters were like in. And I know that you can find like very similar ones other places, but I really like this one just because, again, I really like Sezane's quality. I know that their sweaters wear really well, so I decided to go for this one. And I like that like this, like the actual rollover bit is like quite big and like kind of goes all over, like covers my chest entirely. I really like that. So yeah, this one's quite cool. It's quite comfy. This one does not have the balloon sleeve, which is good. Obviously, one downside to like this style, but like I feel like this is more like a this style in general, not necessarily like a Sezane thing, is that it's kind of hard to wear over like coats because obviously it's not like a natural shape for you to have like this fit under your arm. So like when you're wearing it with coat, you probably will have to like roll this up to a certain extent to like be able to fit it comfortably. But other than that, I really, really like these. I feel like this sort of like the sweater that I would wear when I have like a better, like fancier event or something in the winter where obviously I can't wear like an actual dress or I will like basically like, you know, die from like frostbite or something. But it still has like that bit of like elegance or like it looks like something different, you know, it has like that bit of like the off the shoulder that kind of makes it look like a little bit more elevated, which I like. So yeah, I also wear this like just regularly. But I do tend to wear these sort of sweaters, like this one and the black one, more for like special occasions, as opposed to just wearing it as like an everyday sort of sweater, like I'm going over to a friend's house sort of situation. But again, it's just preference. I do like that you can like wear these with like a couple different things. Like I can wear these with pants or skirts or anything. And again, obviously the color makes it like very, very versatile. This one, it feels quite comfy and like soft. There is like also like a slight variation with these Knitwear wool sweaters from Sezane where like sometimes even though they're kind of the same fabric, like some are slightly more itchy than others. This one is very, very comfy, I feel. Not really itchy. I'm not that sensitive to itch, I think, like kind of, but yeah, that's just kind of my take on it. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I would absolutely recommend it. Like if you guys were looking at it maybe in one of the other colors, I don't know if they still have this color, but if you were, I would absolutely like recommend this style. I really, really like it. I find that it's really versatile, something that's really cool to have in your closet. And even though it was trending last year, I feel like this is one of those silhouettes that looks just very classic and timeless and like will always kind of be coming back into fashion. And again, something a little bit different. It's not just like a classic just sweater. It has like a little bit more interest, even though it is quite plain. Which, you know, all timeless things are like the best timeless classic pieces are like that. So yeah, absolutely love this. Would absolutely recommend. So this next sweater is very special to me. This is actually the first Sezane sweater that I ever bought, or like it was also the first thing that I ever bought from Sezane ever. So it is very special to me and I still love it just as much as I did back then. So this is the Come Jumper, I believe it's called. And I think this is one of those pieces from Sezane that you can like still get, I'm pretty sure. And they do come out with different colors of this sometimes, like during the season. I just wanted to go for like a very classic knit for my first one. And the kind of backstory from this sweater is I had already seen Sezane kind of like for a bit. It was kind of on my radar for I think about like a couple months to like a year at this point. And they didn't really have a store, like an apartment as they call it, where I lived, or like anywhere near where I lived. So I ended up going for work to the UK, to London, for like a week or 2 weeks or something. And I decided to go visit one of the stores, like Sezane stores in person. So one day I was having like time off or something and I went to Notting Hill to their apartment there and I kind of had a look around. I tried a couple different things on, you know, I kind of had a look. And one of the things that I ended up buying that day was this sweater, which I loved. I mean, I wanted something kind of classic but unique to be my first kind of thing from Sezane. And I also wanted to have something that I knew I'd wear like a ton out of. So I thought what would be better than like a classic white sweater that has like this beautiful like bubbles and like all of these little details. So this sweater is literally to me like an absolute work of art. So I'm gonna show you like all the details a little bit more closer up. So it has like these beautiful kind of bubbles going around here. And then it also has like even through the sleeves, like some bubbles as well. And this beautiful, beautiful pattern that goes throughout the entire knit. They even have it like on the back. So let me show you, like the entire back is also like this, like just like this beautiful, beautiful knit pattern. I don't even know like how to describe it, but it's just incredible. So yeah, it has it all around the sleeves. It has like some going down here and then like the rest here. And then the only thing that's kind of like a plain is this middle bit here. But I just loved it. I felt like it was so, so unique. Also, when I was in the UK, it was, I think like November to early December, so it was like almost Christmas time, which also was like really special to me because I feel like the sweater also kind of screams Christmas in a way, like with the little bubbles and stuff. So yeah, this is my first Sezane jumper ever. This one is also one of those Knitwear kind of blend ones. This one is not as like hairy as some of the other ones that I have. Like you can't see it so visibly. You can, I think, see it a little bit, but I don't think you can see it like so much as the other ones, like the actual hair is kind of sticking out of it. This one is, I think, kind of quite comfortable. It does have a little bit more itch than the other ones that I've shown you so far, but I still love it. I wear this a ton during the winter, during the holidays as well. I love that it's quite easy to style. Like I can wear it again with like pants, I can wear it with like skirts. I feel like it looks really cute with skirts as well. I can wear it with like leggings and like my high, like knee-high boots. I've worn it like a ton since I've gotten it. So yeah, I've had this already for like at least 2 years. And yeah, I really love it. Every season, not every season, every year I'm really excited to kind of take this out and wear it again. So yeah, I would say the only thing to be aware of with this style is again like the itchiness of it. I think it kind of depends on the person. I've heard people say that it's like so itchy they had to like return it. I did have also heard like people like me saying like, oh, it's really not that bad. You could also kind of just wear it underneath something else. Like if you have like a thermal, like a white top or something, that would obviously also get rid of the itchiness. But yeah, I love it either way. And again, it's not really a huge problem for me. I do find it that it does keep me quite warm, even though it does have like the little holes. So like sometimes like the cold can get through them. But other than that, again, I really like it. I don't think I would ever part with this. It's just such a special piece to me, not only because of like the sentimental kind of nostalgic memories that I have with it, but also because it's so special. Like I just love all the details. It's probably one of my most intricate Sezane sweaters. So yeah, it has a very special place in my heart and I absolutely love it. This is the last white sweater that I'm going to show you guys. This is one of the turtlenecks or like high necks that I have from Sezane. This I got last year and it's called the Loris sweater. And this is a kid mohair and merino wool blend. So it is a little bit softer than a lot of the other merino wool, not merino wool, sorry, the other kid mohair sweaters that I have. You can still see the you know, the kid mohair fibers on it pretty well, but still, I love this jumper. It's so cozy for winter. All of the high necks or like turtlenecks that I have from Sezane have this sort of like ruffle neck detail, which I love. I feel like they just give it a little bit more character. But this one specifically as well has like these like beautiful like pointel details where it kind of goes in like vertical lines, kind of like that, which I love. It's a very like staple piece, but it gives it a little bit more interest. And again, this is so soft and cozy. I absolutely love it. I know that they had another color last year, which is like this red, but I think it was way too much for me, so I didn't get it. But I don't know if they have this style this year. But if they do, I would definitely recommend it. It's really, really nice. I don't find it to be itchy at all, especially like around the neck. I feel like this could be a sweater that would be very prone to be itchy. I don't find it to be itchy, but obviously it kind of depends on the person. So I would recommend that if you guys are interested in getting a style like this, you would try it out. The Loris jumper, I don't know if it's available this year, but I hope it is because I feel like it's such a beautiful, beautiful style. But yeah, I love it. What else can I tell you about it? This color sort of situation, the ruffle one, the only thing is that I feel like after wearing it for a long time, it kind of starts to droop a little bit. So that's the only kind of thing I would say, but it's definitely very cool for winter because it does kind of keep you very warm up here. Sometimes I will wear it with a scarf as well, but usually I can just get away with wearing it on its own. So yeah, I absolutely love it and would absolutely recommend. I feel like it's so, so cute, and yeah, I just love all the details in it. So we're done now with all the white sweaters. Now we're moving on to the more of the fun, colorful ones. So this one is one of my favorite things that I own from Sezane. This is my Manea Cardigan. This I got last year from the fall collection, and I feel like this sweater just screams fall. Like, it's so incredible, so beautiful. It's one of those ones where when I saw it like on the lookbook, I literally like gasped. I was like, oh my god, I have to have this. Like, this is incredible. And I'm so glad that I did. This is another one that's like that same Knitwear wool blend. So you can probably see that it does have like that kind of 3D, more like fluffy aspect to it, which is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. This one again is a cardigan. You can wear it like all the way buttoned. I don't have it all the way buttoned right now. Let me show you as well, like the buttons that go down here. You can also wear it over something else. I literally recently wore it with like a top underneath, just open. You can also do that. I usually just wear it closed like this. And I also, this is one that I wear kind of throughout the entire fall, winter, spring season, because it does also have like some flowers in and like some pink to it. So let me show you like a little bit closer, like a 360 of it, how it looks. So I feel like it is mostly like, I associate this jumper a little bit more with fall, but I do also wear it throughout the winter and again the spring season. And I love that since it's a cardigan, there's like a couple different ways that I wear it. And yeah, I absolutely love this. I know that Sezane do, and I am going to show you other ones that I have that are like printed that they do, because that's one of the other things that really draws me to Sezane knitwear, like the fact that they do like printed sweaters that are like so beautiful and nuanced and like with such beautiful designs and colors like these. Like, I do have again a couple of other ones that I am going to be showing you. So yeah, I know that they have a couple like this, not this one exactly, but like a couple other ones right now that are like sweaters that have like these sorts of prints on. But yeah, I always love these ones. I always get a lot of compliments on them. I usually get a lot of compliments on all of my Sezane sweaters, but the ones that are like printed like this, I usually get more compliments on. I wore this over the weekend recently, and I had so many compliments on it as well. Literally the first thing that one of my friends told me was like, I love your sweater, like where did you get that from? Like, I love that. So yeah, I absolutely adore it. I feel so cool, and it's like special when I wear it. It's one of those pieces that like no one else is probably gonna have, like, and yeah, I just love it. This one is a little bit more on the edgier side as well. But again, it kind of depends with Sezane sweaters. Like all of these like blend ones, like the Knitwear wool blend ones, it's very hit or miss on like how itchy they are. For me, they're fine, like they're tolerable enough that I have like kept them. But it is something to note, again, that sometimes it can be a little bit itchy. And this one also is just straight sleeve. It does not have any balloon sleeves, so no problem with putting coats on But yeah, I would absolutely recommend buying these sorts of sweaters and cardigans that have prints from Sezane. If it's something that you're into, I feel like it's something that really dresses up an outfit, especially when you have a lot of basics. Like the other day that I wore this, I wore it with like a plain, like just little like tank top that I had underneath, and then like a white merino wool skirt that I have some from Sezane that really doesn't have that much to it anyway. Like this was kind of like the statement piece, and I feel like sometimes during winter our wardrobes can be so boring that like pieces like these can really just bring interest to an outfit when, you know, like during winter I feel like there's only so many options of stuff you can wear. Like you can basically only wear like some sort of sweater with some sort of like skirt, tights, or pants or something. Like that's basically it. Like I feel like we don't have as much room to play as in summer. So yeah, I feel like these sort of pieces really help with that, and I know that I definitely love them and wear them a lot. You can also wear them with more funky styles, like with these pants. But yeah, I love it, would absolutely recommend. And again, this one is definitely one of my favorites. I've taken it with me when I've been like abroad, like traveling. Like I just absolutely love it. Okay, so this one is one of those really classic designs from Sezane. This one is their berry cardigan. One of the most classic, I think, Sezane styles are the berry, and there's another version that's like just like it has like a higher neck. Like this is the version that has like the V-neck. I don't remember the name of it right now, but like these are as classic as they get. This is the only one of these ones that I own, and this one I really liked mostly because of the color. I kind of also wanted something when I got this that was like a good layering piece for like summer. So like, you know, like sometimes like in the evenings where it gets like a little bit more like chilly, but I didn't want to wear like a full-on sweater. And I really like the color. This is like a really pretty, super, super pale, super, super like nuanced pink. I think it's called nude, but it is like, I think like, I would describe it as like a very, very, very pale pink, which I love. And I don't think that, at least I've never seen Sezane do another sweater in this exact same color. So yeah, this one is just very plain cardigan. Like the buttons are really, really dainty as well. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're just basically the same color as the sweater, and they have like a really like very dainty gold rim to them. And this is very, very low V-neck style. Like I usually never wear this just on its own, and I kind of in a way can't just wear it on its own. I have to wear it with something underneath, like, you know, like there's always something that's like kind of peeking through. So sometimes I have like just a very basic top, sometimes I'll have like a very like pretty lacy sort of tank top, so like the lace part kind of peeks through and it gives it a little bit more interest. But yeah, this one is very, very comfy. This one's a kid noir and baby alpaca blend, so it does have a little bit of that kind of like more like hairy look to it, but not as much as the other ones. And I find that this one never really or like really does much with it. Like I feel like this one has worn really, really well as well. I mean, all of my Sezane sweaters have like really in general kind of worn really well, but this one is one of the ones that has worn the best, I think. And again, I usually wear this mostly during the summer, especially since it's like so low cut. It's like very exposed to the elements. So I usually wear this literally as a cardigan. I just like kind of open it up, can wear it like that, just like show everything, or just wear it like this with all the buttons up. Yeah, I really like this. I don't know if I would continue to buy like this in like all the different colors. I feel like I'm quite happy with this one. Again, mostly because of the color itself. I feel like it's quite a nice color, very versatile. It goes with a lot. I wear this mostly again during like summer or like spring, sometimes fall, or just like have it like on me, like on a cardigan, sorry, on like a tote bag or something if I'm going out and I'm not sure how cold it's gonna be during those like late summer, spring kind of days. So yeah, this one's it. I would recommend it, I think. It is quite comfy. It's very versatile for sure. And again, if you find like a color that you really like in it, I would say absolutely go for it. The only thing to be mindful of is that, again, this specific style, the berry one, is very, very low cut. At least on me, it's like very, very low cut. So just be aware of it. But again, they have another style that I can't remember the name for it right now, but I'll leave it on the screen here, that does have a bit of a higher neck. And just so you guys know, if they would have had the other style with a higher neck in the same color, I would have probably gotten that one instead of this one, but they didn't, so that's why I got this one. But still, I think I would recommend it if you were kind of on the fence. I think it's really good. It's worn really well. I've had it again for a couple of years now, and yeah, I always find that it's pretty good, pretty versatile, simple, but definitely a classic, and it's definitely very, very good quality. So this one is my Angelie cardigan that I mentioned previously that I had. So this one is kind of identical to the Angie one that I showed you guys before, but it's just in a V-neck style. Obviously, this is also a different color. This one I believe is called like the beige, the model beige, which I love. It's just such a unique shade of beige. Like, it's not really super beige. It's also kind of browny, but it has like this also like kind of slightly pink quality to it. I just adore it. It's like beautiful, exquisite, love it. And like part of the reason why I got this one was because of the color, not just because of the style, and they don't do this color in the Angie version. So that's also something to keep in mind. I did get this a couple years ago, so I don't know if you can get this color anymore, but it's gorgeous. Again, I've worn it quite a bit. This does have the classic balloon style sleeve that the Angie has as well, with the same kind of color here. It's basically identical in everything except for the neckline. So again, it has like the same little piping over here, the same edging around the buttons. These buttons are like also like so gorgeous. Let me come a little bit closer so you guys can see, but they are just incredible. And then yeah, they just have like the V-neck style, but the same kind of edging kind of goes all the way into the V-neck as well. This, again, being a cardigan, you can wear it open if you want, and I have sometimes done that too. You can just wear it like this, just fully closed. I usually just wear this fully closed like this, but yeah, it's very versatile. It is, again, a kid mohair wool blend, and you can kind of see here the hairs. So it is quite visible. This one I find to be sometimes slightly itchy around the arms, but since it does have that V-neck kind of collar, I don't feel like it itches me too much around this bit. It's usually around here, and again, I don't find it to be like super insufferable. The only thing is that, again, with the slightly balloon sleeve, it is a little bit like tighter sometimes when you wear like a coat or a jacket with it, depending on how tightly that fits on you. But other than that, I really like it. I find that it's super unique, which I love. I feel like it's definitely something that's like a great addition to my wardrobe, because again, the color is just so nuanced and it goes with so many things. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that it's a cardigan, so I can wear it multiple ways. I would definitely recommend this style, like specifically if also you're not very like convinced by the Angie, or you don't like the fact that it's like higher neck, you prefer something that's like V-neck or stuff like that. Like, I feel like this is a great alternative to that. And I know that they also make this in a couple different colors. Like, I know they have it in like the white and all these other ones. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one as well. Or if you want to have like a mix of both, since like I do, like have Angie and Angelie. That's also great. But yeah, I really love this. It's one of those sweaters that I just absolutely adore. I don't know if I would say it's one of my favorites, but it's definitely like up there, I think. So here we have another of my printed jumpers. This one isn't a cardigan, this is just an actual full sweater. This I got a couple years ago already. Is also one of my first sweaters from Sezane. This I got in 2022, and this is called the Julietta Jumper, and I love it. It's very cool. I feel like the color, if I wasn't mistaken, or the print was called like 70s Floral or something. I really, really like it. I feel like it's one of those ones that is like subtle yet unique. Like it has like a very pretty floral pattern, which is definitely like different, but it's not like super, super out there. Like I have another one left to show you that has like print as well. That's a little bit more out there. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I wear it again a ton during fall, winter, spring. I feel like it goes really well with all of those seasons. Fall because of the colors, of course. I love to wear it in winter as well because since it is one of those actual like sweaters, it has like a nice like high neck or like crew neck at least. And again, it gives it a little bit more of an interest to an outfit, especially in winter when like everything can be a little bit more dull. I love it for then, and obviously for spring as well. It does have kind of the florals around everywhere. So yeah, I love this sweater. I think I didn't mention what it's called. It's called the Julietta. And yeah, I don't think you can get this anymore, but again, like Sezane always make like a couple of these different styles for the fall winter season. I know that currently there's one right now that I saw in one of my lookbook videos. I think it was in the last one. That's blue. That's really, really nice. And again, it has like this really pretty like fall floral print on it. But yeah, I love this. I have worn it quite a bit. I did use it a lot more the first year that I got it than last year. Last year, I think I only wore it like a couple times. I'm hoping to see if I wear it more this winter or this year in general, just because, yeah, I really like it. It's very neat. I definitely don't want to let it go, but like for some reason last year I just wasn't reaching for it that much. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on like how that goes because I'm still trying to figure out why I wasn't reaching for it that much because it is gorgeous and I love it. And it is comfy and everything, and you know, it's that same Knitwear wool blend. You can see the hairs here, and yeah, it's quite comfy. It's easy to throw on. It kind of makes the outfit what it is. It doesn't have balloon sleeves, so it's like very comfortable to wear with a coat. It's very cool for like layering and stuff. So yeah. I really like it, even though I didn't wear it that much last year, but hopefully I will be wearing it a ton more this year. So here is another one of my turtlenecks. This one's actually more in a creamy sort of color. I would not describe this as white by any means. And this one is 100% cashmere, which is rare for Sezane, and I haven't seen it in a bit. Like this one's called the Brianna Jumper. And yeah, I love, love, love this style. I have another one that I'm going to show you guys in black, which I also wear a ton. And since this is cashmere, not only is it gorgeously soft, but it's also so, so warm. So it's perfect for it being a higher neck like this. The ruffle is incredibly beautiful. I love it. This is a very simple sweater. It doesn't really have anything like any details except for obviously the collar and the ruffle here and kind of like the very slight balloon sleeve and kind of like it coming around the cuff here. But other than that, it's like a very simple, very basic sweater. But again, just those small tailoring details just give it like the best look. It's just incredible. So yeah, I've had this for a couple years now and I wear it so much during winter time. I basically live in these. I remember that there used to be one also in burgundy for this style, but I missed out on it and I've always been so annoyed by it because I would have gotten it, like, I probably would have gotten this sweater in like basically almost every color if they would make it. But I haven't seen that they came out with the Brienne like sweater like this like since those last couple years. Like last year I didn't see it, this year I haven't seen it so far. So Sezane, if you're watching this, please bring it back. It's an incredible sweater, such a staple. I feel like people absolutely love it. Like I remember I had to fight to get this one because it was sold out, and I got one time that came back in stock. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I would absolutely recommend, if I could repurchase it, I would. It's probably one of my favorite sweaters from Sezane, and one of the ones that I've worn the most, again, specifically in winter. So hopefully they bring them back. And even if you can find these like secondhand, I absolutely would recommend. I might actually start hunting for this one in burgundy secondhand, just to like get it eventually, because like these are just the best. They're like so luxurious. They are incredible for the price. And yeah, I just absolutely love them. I feel like they're so flattering. So yeah, definitely a favorite for me. Okay, moving on to the next one. This one is also one of my favorites. This I got last year in the fall. This is called the Manea Cardigan. I don't know if they make this anymore. I don't think so because I haven't seen it, but I absolutely love this style. This one's also a v-neck and it is also quite deep, but it's not as deep as the berry cardigan that I showed you guys earlier. This one I feel like is a little bit more forgiving, and this one I usually don't wear with anything underneath because it does have like some sort of like details itself, whereas the berry cardigan is so plain that I feel like I could get away with like adding like a little bit of something underneath it as well. So let me show you guys kind of the details a little bit more up close. So this one has like this really pretty kind of crochet, I guess, like trimming, like detail going all the way down through the buttons, and then also kind of here like on the collar as well. And then the sleeves have this little 3 little buttons, and then like this really pretty detailing around the cuff area, which I really like. This one's also another one of those Knitwear and wool blends, but I think this one is probably the most comfortable out of all of them. Like this feels so incredibly soft, like not itchy at all. This is probably one of the reasons why this is one of my favorites. Also the color, this one's in burgundy. Sezane usually has like a couple of different shades of like, I want to call them burgundy, but like not really. This one's the actual true like burgundy that they offer, but they also have another shade called rosewood, which is going to be the next sweater that I'm going to show you guys. This one I like more because it's more like actual burgundy. And again, this I love for fall because of the colors, and for winter as well. Even though I obviously don't wear it as much in winter because, you know, it's a bit more of like a lighter cardigan with the v-neck and stuff, but I do wear it occasionally when the weather allows. But yeah, I love this so much. It's kind of simple, but again, it's those little small details like the kind of knitted crochet around here and like around here, and like the very slight balloon sleeve that kind of make it a little bit more of an interesting cardigan. This I usually also just wear like this, like closed. I think I've never actually worn this open out, but yeah, I just love the way that looks like this. And yeah, I love it. I love the color. I love how it looks on me. Again, it's so cozy and soft and just incredibly amazing. I love it. And this is probably one of those where if something would have happened to the sweater, I would probably repurchase it. Like this, how much I love it. So yeah, if they ever come out with this sort of style again, I would absolutely recommend it. And I would probably buy more colors in this as well because I absolutely love this. Like I feel like I probably even like this sort of cardigan style more than I do the Angelie, for example. Even though the details of this one are a little bit simpler, I just adore the way that it fits, and I feel like it's slightly more flattering than the other one. So yeah, absolutely love this. I'm a huge fan. So yeah, would absolutely recommend. So this is my other Angie cardigan. This one is in rosewood, and this one I've always had a bit of a interesting relationship with, because when I got this one, I kind of was hoping that the rosewood shade was going to be more burgundy, like more like the cardigan that I just showed you guys before. But this one is just a little bit way too pinky, like ruddy, I think, for me. Like the shade is not quite what I always wanted it to be. And because of the high neck and like all the details and the color, I feel like sometimes it's a bit overwhelming. And this one is probably the sweater that I've worn the least out of all of my Sezane ones. I actually even think like that if I'm gonna I'm giving it another chance this winter, but like if I don't wear it by the end of like the winter like as much, I think I'm probably gonna have to sell this one, because even when I first got it, I remember I was like very much on the fence about it. Like I was kind of torn between keeping it and sending it back, and obviously I ended up keeping it, and then I regretted it, and then I was like, oh, I should have sent it back. And then I was like, I'm gonna give it a little bit of chance, and so I did, and I have kind of forced myself to wear it a couple times. I think I've worn it like maybe 3 times or 4 times in like the 2 years that I've had it, so, which is obviously not great. But yeah, this is exactly the same as the white Angie cardigan that I showed you guys previously. It's just in a different shade. So it does have the same high neck, same sort of buttons, the same kind of piping detail, same like cuffs. It's also like the kid wear blend. And yeah, I usually wear this like open, just because like closed, I feel like it's so overwhelming. I try to wear this as well, like when I'm like trying to decide what to wear, like open, like as like an actual cardigan a couple times, but I feel like it just looks a bit odd. So yeah, this is one of those sweaters that sometimes I try and like reach for, or like try and see like how it looks with an outfit. I always end up picking something else over it. So yeah, I would also kind of appreciate like if you guys would let me know in the comments like what you think about this. Like, how do you think like it looks good? Do you think it doesn't look good? Like, do you guys own this jumper, like a similar one, or like one of the Angies, and like how do you guys usually style it with a high neck and like everything? I would love to hear your thoughts down below about it, because this is one of those pieces that has always really conflicted me ever since I got it. So yeah, this one is currently on the chopping board. It might end up being sold by the end of the winter if I don't wear it again like too much this winter, but we shall see. Either way, I'll keep you guys updated, and like let me know in the comments down below, and also follow me on my Depop. I'll leave the link down below in the description box. I'm always kind of posting stuff on there whenever I do declutters and stuff like that, so yeah, post it on there, and also leave my previous like summer declutter here if you guys are interested in looking at my summer wardrobe and everything I decluttered there. But yeah, now this one is an interesting one. This one is the Boris sweater from Sezane's collab with New Editions. I think it's called New. But anyway, this collab was absolutely incredible. There was another sweater that was printed in that collab called the Ulrich, I think it is. I'll leave a picture of it here, but like I always wanted that sweater and I missed out on it, and it never came back in stock, and I still think about it sometimes. I did get something else in the print, which isn't like a clothing item, it's more like a jewelry little box thing, which I got in London the first time I went to the store. But yeah, this sweater is, I also have like a bit of a complicated relationship with, basically because, so a little bit of a background story. So when I first went to that London store that I kind of told you guys a story about earlier, One of the other sweaters that I was between buying was the white one that I ended up getting, and this one. And I ended up going with the other one because it was a bit safer, a bit more classic. But I was really, really torn about getting this one as well. I decided against it and I kind of left it, even though the lady at the store and like a couple other people like in the dressing rooms complimented me on it and told me like, oh, it looks so gorgeous on you, like your coloring and stuff like that. Which I do kind of agree it does. Like I do feel like this is a very unique sweater, and like the pictures of like the actual campaign were also like gorgeous. Like the model looked incredible on them, like very, very, very autumnal. And I've told you guys a couple times already that I firmly believe I'm an autumn, like in my color season. So yeah, this one I ended up leaving that time, and then I kind of kept on thinking about it for a couple months after, and I ended up getting it. So again, this is one of my oldest ones that I've had from Sezane, one of the oldest sweaters. It is my most loud, or like my most like unique looking sweater for sure. I mean, I'll come a little bit closer so you guys can see all the details, but it does have like a lot of florals kind of coming like around, like all throughout the sweater with like different colors and everything. And this one's also one of those Knitwear wool blend ones, so you can actually see also like the little hairs going on them. Now, I wore this a ton when I first got it, and I really, really liked it. Again, for winter, it was like such a unique thing. It really elevated like my outfits, I felt like. I also feel like the color looks really well, like with my general like complexion and my hair and my eyes and everything. And again, it's like something that's like so unique, and since it was like limited edition and everything, I was like, oh my god, so excited to have it. Last year, I didn't really wear it that much. Like I think I wore it like maybe once out, and so that really made me question like, was it really like something that I really liked, or like was it something that I was just very into at that specific time in my life and like I'm not that into anymore, like these amounts of like flowers and colors and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, this is also another one that's kind of on the chopping board for me, where I'm like, if I don't wear it again, like during this winter season, I'm probably gonna have to try and sell it, because I mean, it's really pretty, and I'm like kind of like, I don't want to let it go, because I feel like if I do, it would be very hard to kind of get it back, because again, this was like a collab limited edition piece from Sezane. Like they're not going to be restocking this. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm more inclined to let go of the Angie cardigan rosewood, because they do have the Angie cardigan every single year and they come out with different colors. And like right now they have a burgundy version, which is like the color that I want it more than that one. So I'm more inclined to let that one go than this one. But still, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's comfy. It's not very itchy. Again, I like really loved it when I first got it, but I just, I don't know. It's one of those ones where I'm like kind of on the fence about it. So let me know in the comments as well, like what you guys think. Like, do you think it like looks good? Like, what do you guys think? But yeah, this one is my most loud sweater from Sezane. Still, if you guys are into this kind of thing, like wild kind of sweaters or like very unique ones, then I absolutely would recommend them. I mean, this one has worn really, really well. It's really perfect. Like it looks brand new. And I know I didn't wear it much last year, but I did wear it a ton when I first got it. So yeah, I mean, they wear really well. And again, this is not very itchy at all. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because this one's one of those that always really just has me very torn. Okay, so this one is one of my favorites as well. So this is the Abigail jumper in black. I don't have that many black sweaters in general. Like the 3 black sweaters that I am going to show you are the 3 that I own, and they're all from Sezane. This one I got last year. This one's called the Abigail jumper, I believe, and it's so nice. This one is 100% merino wool, and it's so comfy. Again, as I mentioned before, I know that most of my sweaters from Sezane are the Knitwear, like blend. But my favorite ones, like fabric wise, are the 100% merino wools. Like if you can get just 100% merino wool ones, or like most of them just being 100% merino wool, I would absolutely recommend that, because those are the comfiest by far. They are the softest. They are the ones that kind of keep you warm, but like not like too hot or anything, and like they don't really pill, nothing. Like this one is literally also perfect condition. I love it so much. It's so comfy, so cozy. I love like the neckline, the fact that it has like this really pretty kind of lace detail kind of going around it. The V in this one is quite deep, so I always have to wear like a little triangle bralette with it, because anything else like would show. But other than that, it's just so comfy. I love as well that it has like this very subtle kind of like pointel kind of detail around the entire sweater, which gives it a little bit more character. But since it's black, you can't, ooh, I'm coming out of focus. Okay. Since it's black, you can't really tell that much. This one does not have a balloon sleeve. It's just like normal, and yeah, it's kind of just very simple, but like, again, it's these little details like this lace here that kind of give it that really special touch. And again, this is a sweater that, since it's black and it's really classic, it's just like a v-neck sweater. I can wear it like literally whenever, like basically year round, except for obviously summer. But yeah, I love this. I wear it so much. I wear it with pants, with skirts. This looks so cute with skirts. Specifically, I love that look with it. Yeah, it's just the greatest. I mean, it's one of my favorites as well, again. And yeah, I'm so happy I got it. I don't know if you can get this anymore. But I hope that it's still available, because it's such a great classic, I think, and like such a amazing staple that I feel like everyone should have. So yeah, absolutely love it. Would recommend it. If you can get your hands on it, absolutely do. So this is my other black sweater. This is the Aurora sweater in black. I already showed you guys the white version of this. So this is literally just exactly the same, but in black. It's the same kid mohair and wool. You can kind of see the hairs and everything. This one is a little bit more prone to shedding. I think this is probably my sweater that I think sheds the most for some reason. But like, it's also not like super like a problem, I think. Ooh, why is it coming out of focus? But yeah, I really like it. Again, it's like just so versatile and so cool, and just like so elegant and classic. I literally wore this over the weekend to a dinner, which was really great. I actually even wore it with not these pants, but the black version of these that I have. I kind of tucked it in, and I wore kind of some Mary Jane heels with it, and it looked really cool. I really liked it. And yeah, I mean, there's not really, I think, why is it keeping coming out of shot? But yeah, I don't think there's much to say on this one. I mean, it's basically the same as the white one, but just in black. But yeah, I really like it. Again, it's very classic, very cool, super comfy and soft. And yeah, I would absolutely recommend, if you guys were thinking about getting this Aurora jumper in any of the colors that they offer, I would absolutely recommend that you do. And this is the last sweater that I have to show you guys. This one is my black Brianna cardigan jumper, and this is 100% cashmere. So it's just like, oh, why is it coming in now in focus? It's, oh no. Just like the one that I showed you earlier, the white one, but in black. So this is my black turtleneck, and I love this so much. I've worn it so much during winter. Like, I've worn this even like on a ski trip a couple years ago, where it was like freezing, like so freezing in Mont Tremblant, and I had like snow boots and like my biggest coat and like everything, and this was perfect. Like, it didn't really need to wear like anything else underneath it or like over it other than the coat. Like, I didn't have like any thermals or anything. Like, this was more than enough, because again, the cashmere is just so warm, but like so soft and cozy and like lightweight. So it's also great for like layering. Yeah, I love this. This also has, I don't know if you can tell by the dark color, but it also has the same little ruffle detail around the neck and the little slight kind of puff sleeves and like little detail here on the shoulders. And then the little cuff that kind of comes in. So let me show you a little bit closer up, I think. But yeah, this is the last sweater that I kind of have to show you guys. I would also kind of recommend getting these, and I hope that Sezane really brings them back because they are literally the best. I hope this video was helpful to you guys in some way, and kind of getting a good sense of like the breadth and like different fabrics and like styles and prints and like everything that Sezane do. Let me know if this is helpful to you in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe as well. It always really helps me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.